locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Yeah, it's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. Now don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this off before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
And just like that, we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Henny DeMoore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And momentarily, we'll be joined by my brother, my partner in crime, Landlord from Alabama, because I'm not off my meds today. I'm not going to be sitting on here rambling, talking to the voices in my head. This is Cowboys Convos, where we have conversations about the Dallas Cowboys. And we got a lot of shit, emphasis on shit to talk about. Because that's how you describe this season. It was not good by any stretch of the imagination. I don't want to sugarcoat it. Folks need to be fired. And that's not just talking about players. There are players that should not be back, but there are definitely coaches, that need to be gone. And this is Black Monday. You heard of Black Friday, where everything is on sale and discounted, right after Thanksgiving to prepare you for the Christmas season. Well, this is Black Sunday. Black Sunday, everybody, coaching staff is getting gutted. Folks is getting their walking papers. Good coordinators will be on the streets because they are associated and tied to bad coaches. It's the way of the world. So there will be people getting fired today. Some of them deserve it. Some of them were a victim of circumstance. Some of them would make great coordinators for the Dallas Cowboys. Some of them need to steer clear from. And, when we discuss the people that need to be gone in Dallas, it needs to start with Matt Eberflus. And listen, Jerry Jones, I know you've been out here trying to cop pleas for this man. So, it's not all his fault. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn because, Jerry, at the end of the day, I know you are the biggest problem in Dallas. Everybody knows it. Your son knows it. You know, your illegitimate children know it. The fan base knows it. But we also know that you will never step down or concede any considerable power, you know, to an actual GM that can handle and face consequences. So until that time happens, right, when we get a GM we can fire, you know, we'll worry about that. But right now, the person that has to die, the person that has to fall on the sword for this disaster of a season is going to be Matt Eberflus. Because Matt Eberflus coordinated not only the worst defense in Dallas Cowboys history, but he also coordinated one of the worst defenses in NFL history. Right? That's how bad it was. This man is making records for all of the wrong reasons. When you look at Matt Eberflus, these are the teams that have given up the most points in NFL history. It starts with the Panthers in 2024. They gave up 534 points. Colts in 1981 gave up 533. God awful. Lions during the COVID year. Their defense had COVID. Because that shit was sickening. 519 points allowed. The Commanders in 2023. They allowed 518 points. Don't know how the hell they got to the postseason. I ain't going to hold you. 517 points by the Detroit Lions. And then we have the Dallas Cowboys in 2025, giving up 511 points. So, it's not good. Salute to Daniel Barrera Sports Highlights, man. With the super chat early in the morning to help keep the lights on in the liquor store. I appreciate your support. Thank you for always coming in and rocking with me, man. Y'all make sure y'all check his page out. He also has a page where he, you know, as his name says, checks out sports highlights. Tap in with him sometime. Give him a sub for the love. Because, you know, he always shows love over here. I want to make sure that y'all direct the same kind of love y'all show me over to my brother. So appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do, man. And y'all want to be like Daniel and help out with the cash apps or the super chats, you can hit them. The cash app on my end is $Henny the More. And as you can see, the super chats work as well. And then I just got a cold tingling run down my spine. I think my boy landlord is in the building with me, man. What's up with your cousin?
What's happening?
Oh, nothing. It's Black Monday. I don't know if you've seen everything, so I'll catch you up. Only been live for 8 minutes, and you know the intro's like 30 minutes long.
Damn.
The intro like 30 minutes long, so you ain't missed too much of nothing, man. You just missed the opening credits to the movie. I was just pretty much telling everybody thank you for showing up and talking about Black Monday, where everybody and their mama lose their job, and we know we got somebody that needs to lose their damn job, and that's Matt Eberflus.
I disagree, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that man should get another chance. You know what I'm saying? Biggie, give me one more chance.
Man.
No, I'm lying. That man need to be out of here on the first thing smoking.
He shouldn't have left off the LaGuardia Airport. They should have just left his ass there.
I don't even care if it ain't smoking. That nigga need to be on something. Up out of here.
Oh my
Give
mama.
him. He can be on there. He can get in an electric car. Them motherfuckers don't smoke, do they?
I don't think they do.
He can get out here. We can send him a autonomous car. We got some shit for him now.
Man, the landlord. So I know that you know there were the most points the Dallas Cowboys gave up in history, right? In the history of our franchise.
That's insane.
Did you know that this is also top 10 in points allowed in NFL history for any team?
I was wondering what the record was.
The record was for your Carolina Panthers. I actually going to be nice to Bryce Young because of that shit. It happened just last year. They gave up the most points in NFL history. They gave up 534.
See that, but y'all up there dogging Bryce. Bryce was not their problem last week.
Boy, listen. Maybe I was a little bit too harsh on that young man because now I'm seeing that nigga been going through.
What you expect him to do, and he ain't even as good as that.
Boy, getting 530. Listen, I lost my mind when them niggas said 511. This nigga gave up 530. Them niggas gave up 534. I like, God, dog. They ain't gonna
Shout out to my guy Dono Holmes on the Cash App. Salute to you.
Salute to Dono Holmes, man. That's a real one right there. Good morning. Appreciate you sliding in, man.
Hey, man. That's some early morning motivation, man. You understand? You ready to cook up?
Yes, indeed. He said, Devin, you know you can't turn a blind eye to the tent that is the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, the circus. Yeah, the circus that is the Dallas Cowboys. You are not lying. And salute to Donald Holmes on my end as well, man. I appreciate you for coming in and showing love and support. Just received it. He said, awesome show last night. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very, very much. But yeah, man. So Lamb will be back in momentarily. See, that's him right there. He got a call about a ligament. And, you know, he had to step off for 2 seconds. But, yes.
You know, ligaments first now. Ligaments come first.
That going to fuck around to be a hashtag too soon. You keep playing.
Especially in the off season. You know what I'm saying? This my booming season.
So, yeah, the worst defenses ever. You know, 2024, 1981, 2020. To Lee Commander's point, the Commanders in 2023, the motherfuckers had 518 points.
Good Lord.
But they also had a shit ton of turnovers. You know, we'll talk about that. We don't get turnovers. 517 by the Lions, 511 by the Dallas Cowboys. So the Dallas Cowboys just got coordinated to the 6th worst defense in NFL history by scoring, by point margin. When you factor in, they don't get no damn turnovers. They're one of the bottom teams in interceptions and strip sacks and all that other shit. You have a recipe for disaster where you're allowing 30 points per game. You know what I mean? Like, that shit just don't make no damn sense.
The terrible part about it is, like I said, it affects your offense too. Because if your defense is giving up tail like that, you know, left and right, after a while, you're going to change the offensive game plan. You're going to be like, damn, we can't keep up with these niggas. So we got to figure something out. So that changes your mentality on offense too. So to be honest with you, if you had a normal defense, at least a middle of the pack defense, you probably would have been better on offense. Theoretically, you would have probably been better on offense.
Do you know what's crazy about that, landlord? That didn't stop Dak from having an amazing season, and I love what my nigga did. He fully separated himself in the opening state, in the closing statement shit last night on his presser. They're like, yeah, man, you know, this is one of the few seasons in my career where my play did not correlate between wins and losses. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, we scored a bunch of points. Like, oh, man, you know, we didn't play to our standard all the time, but shit, we scored a bunch of points. I like, damn, Dad, you really just trying to say that it's not on you?
He said they scored a bunch of points? I ain't watched.
He said, yeah, we scored a bunch of points this season, man. Like, god damn, Dad.
I've been getting too angry to watch shit like that. I'm good. I already know what you're going to say.
He gave the most this is the most
unhinged Dak Prescott you ever got.
Yeah, it still wasn't horrible by any stretch of the imagination. But he made sure to say, hey man, you know, I don't know what else I could have did. They knew that basically what that nigga said. I like, God. But
they doing Dak dirty out here.
Do you know how bad you have to be for Dak Prescott not to just go out there and fall on the sword? That nigga be ready to die for the cause. And you that bad, like, you know what? It really wasn't me this time, nigga.
Dak got a family now. He said, shit, I ain't going.
I ain't saying none of that politically correct shit, man. You know, like, he said they gonna get together, they gonna talk about it. You know, they gonna ask me about it. You know, I'm gonna tell them what I think then. But, you know, I ain't gonna get up here and say nothing crazy. But, you know, I sure know that offense look good, nigga.
Okay, let's dissect that quote a little bit. So you just take it for him saying I'm innocent.
Let me go in here and pull it up. He basically said him and that side of the ball are innocent. But let me go pull the quote.
Cause I can make a case that it can mean something else too.
let me go to it. Cause Lord knows I share way too much shit on my page. So let me see if I got this shit in here, bro. Or even better, I hope I might be able to add shit into the show if I haven't already. But y'all bear with me, man. Sometimes planes gotta get repairs done while they in the air. If you don't, you're gonna have to jump out that plane, and y'all niggas are scared of heights. So let me.
Hen already told you shouldn't jump out of perfectly good planes. No, it don't make no sense.
Well, landlord, do it be making sense though? Like,
that shit funny to me for some reason. I don't know why I find that shit so funny. It's a perfectly good plane. Why you jumping out of it?
Like, nigga, do you know how much tickets cost? And you jumping out of airplanes, nigga? Like, all right,
inflation got them flight prices going crazy too.
Man, these folks crazy as hell talking about they gonna jump out of a plane. All right, bro. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, man. But let me say it though. While you looking for it, I just gonna spill the beans.
Go ahead.
I think another way you can look at Dak's quotes is like this. You could be like, okay, maybe Dak trying to find a way to express that I can't do this shit by myself.
Possibly.
You see what I'm saying? That's another perspective from that quote. Cause he like, shit, I did everything I could do. So, obviously I need some help. That's what it sounds like to me too, though. If you can take it like that, like, okay, we need other people. I need the other side of the ball or whoever to hold up their part of the bargain. Because I obviously feel like I've did a good job this year. The league feel like I did a decent job this year. I don't know why my wins and losses is not showcasing that.
Let me add these bitches in. Because I knew I had them somewhere. I probably should just went and played this nigga, whatchamacallit. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to play that nigga shit. Because reading quotes without tone sometimes throws it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, tone matters when you talk about conversation. You laughing with your homeboy like, man, y'all niggas got me fucked up. That's different than a nigga busting through. You niggas got me fucked up. All right, cool.
Yeah,
shit.
That's
true. It's different. It's different now.
The tone and the context matters.
Mm-hmm. Like, the tone and the context matter like a motherfucker. So let me just not be lazy. Cause remember we lost our shit on Jake Ferguson earlier in the season off of a misunderstanding like that. So I don't wanna, do this shit wrong. You know what I'm talking about?
Let me address league commander while you do that. He says Dak is actually satisfied with his stats and he's rich. Dak is cool with everything. I think that's very unfair and that's a very disingenuous type of comment right there. Because Dak has been rich. For one, this is his second contract. And guess what he's done after that? We just showed you since 2019, he's the only quarterback that got 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns for what?
He got 4 of those seasons. He got 4
of those seasons since 2019. He's the only quarterback that's done that. So do you think Dak with a full belly satisfied not being a psychopath to be great? Do you think he can accomplish all of that after he been rich all these years, sir?
Hell no, probably not. Matter of fact, let me just play this clip for y'all of what Dak Prescott talking about, and then we'll decipher that shit right here on the spot.
Let's do it.
But, I still love the Dallas Cowboys because they don't copyright you for this shit. Let me knock on wood because them niggas might start being hoes in 2026. You never know.
Hey, all it takes is one year.
Yeah, all it takes is 1 year for them niggas to turn to bitch made ass niggas. So, But let me go ahead and see if I can get this music off of here for 2 seconds. And then we're going to listen to this light-skinned nigga talk. I don't normally listen to light-skinned people, but, I make an exception for my quarterback. And
that's
my
crazy.
Like, y'all the only
that's
two,
why.
Y'all the only two light-skinned niggas that get to talk to me, man.
I don't know what my skin tone is. They tell me I ain't light skinned, so I'm red, nigga.
Tough season. Frustrating in the sense, I think
Hold on, I
alliterated this before. One of the first seasons, if not the first, of my career. Right, I can't directly correlate my play to the wins, the loss, or the end of the season or overall success of the season. So that makes it frustrating. One of the best offenses in the league, explosive. Now, sure, not always to our standard. Didn't play like that every week in and week out. But put up a lot of points. Unfortunately, right, just didn't win all the games that we should have, and didn't finish out some of those one-score close games on our end, and ultimately leads us to a 8-9-1 record. It sucks, but it's the reality. A lot of good in this season, but unfortunately, it's not, as you said, right? It's not the destination. It's not the end goal. It's not where we want it to be. But thankful for the experience. Thankful for the men in the locker room who gave it their all. The coaches each and every week. I don't think effort or lack of focus or intensity was ever our problem. So appreciate everyone, giving it their all and leaving it all out there.
So you have a good relationship with Jerry and others in the front office. How much will you talk to them about the plan going forward?
Yeah, I mean, as it comes up, be blunt, yeah, there's going to be conversations. I'm sure they're going to reach out, and if there's going to be other topics where I go to them first, right? And so there'll be a lot of communication, and I know I heard Shadi just say it at the end of it. This is the time, now that we have the time for that, right? You not only do your evaluations, but from there you decide how you're going to move forward and what pieces change and what pieces stay the same, and what team you're going to put together for next year.
Clarence Hill, Dallas Cowboys. Offensively today, did you know you were going to come out at halftime, or what was the process with that, your thought process on that, and did it affect your offense at all? Because you guys weren't as productive normally as you were in the first half.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily know when I was coming out. So for me, it was just play the game to win, and gave it my best when I was in there. We didn't obviously convert on that fourth down try right there in the red zone, which would have led to points, and I feel like made a huge difference in this game. We settled, or actually we didn't settle for 3, right? We had a turnover on downs, and they went down and scored immediately, and so that sucks. But yeah, I mean, that the plan for me coming out wasn't necessarily defined. So yeah.
How do you having this bad taste in your mouth at the end of the season, using it as motivation? Ended like
yeah, it's frustrating. Tired of it. I've got to deal with it. Yeah, sure, tired, right? But it's up to me to control, and that's why I say this year was as frustrating as anything. Is right. There's been a number of times being up here talking to you guys and right saying I need to fix this, I need to get better at this, and to have a season where it wasn't on my play, or I can't say I should have fixed that or I should have fixed that. I mean, I take accountability. Don't get me wrong, in so many ways, and the leader I am, I'm frustrated, always trying to figure out what could I've done better. If there was, whether it was conversations here or talking to this guy there or whatever it may be. I do still put some of it, on myself. But unfortunately, we just didn't get it done. And yeah, I'm tired and sick of it, but it won't change the way that I approach this offseason, the way that I lead, and me just giving this game everything that I've got to try to change it.
Doc, Todd Archer with ESPN. When do your thoughts turn to next season?
Now, yeah. 5 minutes ago.
You want, I didn't know if you want to get away or, reboot or anything like that, or.
I mean, this game is who I am. Don't get me wrong. Like this game, the happiness, the peace, the joy. I'm as disappointed as this thing. It's ending. Like as much as I put into this game, yeah. I mean, much as you put into your teammates and into the culture, it just sucks when it ends, and in whatever form and fashion. There's only one team that's ever happy at the end of the season, and so, yeah. I mean, I've turned the page. Turning the page now. Honestly, my thoughts are I literally said I may take a week off of not, weighing myself and who cares what I eat and just doing that. But it won't be too long after that before we're completely back dialed in. And I know I said I felt like this season was success for me individually because of the process that I took with the injury and how early I started my off season. So just going into this one, we'll be intentional a lot earlier and focus on next year.
Pause.
I'm gonna pause. Hold on.
No free promo, nigga. No free promo.
Hell no.
Pause real quick. Cause it's better if we dissect it like this, cause we ain't gonna remember everything this nigga said.
You ain't lying. So come on, what you think so far?
The way I'm looking at it, it's kind of difficult. Like, cause I see a lot of people saying he this, he that, he's satisfied and all this shit. Like, I don't think people understand what it takes to become a person like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it takes so much discipline, so much motivation, so much determination to become a player of his caliber, even to become a starter in the NFL. For him to be a consistent performer in the NFL and at the top of the league down there, bro, it takes a ridiculous amount of discipline and determination to become this guy and stay this guy. So I don't never question his hunger. What I'm looking at it from is like, you gotta ask Dak, like, as him as an individual, if you feel like you've done everything, it is demoralizing when you don't get the results that you want. Like, the people who say, oh, it's Dak fault, Dak this, Dak that, you must have never been a part of a team before. Like, it's individuals on every team that's good players or great players. But that ain't got shit to do with the win-loss total. A lot of them niggas at home because of their team, because of their front office, because of the whole, not because one part of the whole. This is the most team-oriented sport on the planet. So the Cowboys are what? 7-8-1, 7-9-1. That's what they was.
7-9-1, correct.
So you mean to tell me with that type of logic, we have 0 good players on this team? It's not one good player on this team, right?
Well, there's some good players on this team, but shit, it's hard to say that they played like it on especially on one side of the ball. And when
I'm saying at all though, because we putting all the weight and all the blame on the quarterback.
Yeah, and that's not. Listen, I know what you're saying, and you are 1,000% right. But you know, I was just saying in terms of him being frustrated, you got to think about it from Dak Prescott's standpoint. Like, I stayed healthy. I threw for 4 bands. I threw for 4,500 actually. I had 32 total touchdowns. You know, we scored there 500 points our goddamn selves. And we couldn't even get to 9 wins. We couldn't get to 10, 11. We losing games to the Cardinals, nigga. We gave up 30 points to the Carolina Panthers. You know what I'm saying?
Gave up damn now 70 points to the damn Giants.
Yeah, like you gave up. Well,
they did give up 74, right?
It was 70. It was 37 plus 34, so it was like 71. 37 and 34. So they gave up like 71 points to the Giants in the 2 games they played. 2 different quarterbacks.
That's crazy as hell. A rebuilding team. A team that ain't even a threat. Now, it is your Division 4, but that's unacceptable, man. And that's why I say, like, we can bail shout it out with the Michael Parsons shit, bro, but this team is flawed structurally. Like, the way they built this team is very, very flawed, bro. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed. It's a fucked up team. But listen, you took your best defensive players off of a team that was already 31st in defense. They were bad last year. They were 31st last year. They gave up 27 points a game last year. And you took the only defensive players that were worth a fuck off of this bitch for the most part. But I like Trey and I like Bland and shit like that before the season, but them niggas were hurt. So the actually good, healthy niggas you had, Tank is in Seattle. Michael Parsons went to motherfucking me Green Bay. Jordan Lewis took his ass to the Jaguars. You know, and we already had lost all the other pieces beforehand. We had already lost Dorrance Armstrong. You know, Dogecoin and Dorrance was already gone. You know, like all the other depth pieces were gone. So you took the best players from a team that finished 31st off of that motherfucker. We just said that shit was gonna work. Like, you had to at least keep 2 of them niggas. If you wasn't gonna keep Micah, Tank and Jordan Lewis would have still been Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? If you wasn't gonna keep DeMarcus Lawrence, Michael Parsons and Jordan Lewis should have still been Dallas Cowboys. Because those are positions that you really needed. You needed an edge and you needed motherfucking me cornerback play, throughout the course of this season, and you just didn't have it. And like I said, you were already bad last year with them niggas. So, of course, if you don't, go through the proper channel to replace the motherfuckers, you will be worse. So they failed everybody. Like, that was a bullshit cockamamie ass plan that these niggas had. You were already bad, and you made a side of the ball that was already sorry as a motherfucker worse. So I understand why Dak Prescott would be frustrated with that shit. I'm sure he's had conversations. Even if him and Michael Parsons, weren't having sleepovers and shit, I'm sure he wouldn't mind Michael Parsons fucking staying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure Dak Prescott has dealt with worse personalities than Michael Parsons, and went on to have beautiful relationships with him, because that's what he's trained to do. This nigga has a fucking degree in leadership. He know how to put up with any kind of personality type, right? For the betterment of the team, to get to the common goal they want to. Like, I don't think Dak Prescott is that mentally soft that he wouldn't have put up with Michael Parsons if it meant winning or losing. You know what I mean? Like,
He been putting up with his ass. I'm telling you, bro. Michael probably been a pain in the ass, but it didn't matter because of the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Michael didn't wake up one day and just become an asshole. He been an asshole the whole time. Whatever you didn't like about him, he was that the whole time. It just got to a boiling point. That's all it was. And it got personal with Jerry.
I always get personal with Jerry. Jerry makes the shit personal. So yeah, I definitely agree though, cause I'll be frustrated as a motherfucker too. Like, nigga, I did all that. I done had surgery just to be back out this bitch with y'all niggas, and this the shit y'all gonna do. This the whole ass shit y'all gonna pull with me. All right.
I just can't believe it's the outcome to that season either, bro. That's why I really just try to block that shit out of my mind. I get mad as hell thinking about this shit. Like, I expected so much more from this year.
Me too. Let's knock out the last part of this nigga interview, because he does say something else about the defense.
Against this team, does that even matter to you at this point?
A little selfishly pissed, yeah, but that's completely selfish. And in a sense, in another good way, it's kind of good, that it is over with. So you can go into next year, it's not even a conversation, it's not even being brought up. This isn't about me, this isn't about my win streak, so that is the good in it. But a little selfishly, yeah, I am pissed.
Told you that nigga on that street.
I thought that he was gonna say it was good to end that way though. I kind of figured that, because you chose to end the streak in your own way, kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine, the Giants could be good next year, just like the Redskins was just good all of a sudden. The Giants could actually be a good ass team next year, and now you got some shit actually riding on it, and you just do a loss because fate. Like, you can't keep winning all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to go up in there with some shit actually riding on the line, and you end up just having to lose that game some kind of way. Like, nah, let that shit go, and now we can restart, and now you can start doing a streak on Jackson Dart ass shit. Let's do it.
Fuck it, I feel it.
Greatness. I'm gonna work every day and bust my ass, and in the gym, and the way that I take care of my body, throwing on the field, to do everything I can. I don't expect anything different than years past, is to be better next year than I was this year. And I think just over my career, the track record somewhat proves that. And so for me, it's just about continuing to work. I don't know if there's many that work as hard as me or as intentional as me. And so I pride myself in that, and I look forward to getting back to that, like I said, here in about a week. And so I control what I can control, and I worry about the present, and the future, will take care of itself.
And then just what have you thought in your time being around JW and Clowney, and then just the season that he's had this year?
Yeah, we need him. We want him. He goes out and makes a game like this, and it's like, damn, bro, like, you're making the price high. You're making it harder. But, yeah, the type of guy he is, the type of player, the leader, honestly. He's somebody that I want around, somebody that I think that we need around. He's been awesome. He's been a great teammate. Super, super thankful to have him this season, to get to know him, to be a teammate with him. And like I said, I hope it's not one season.
Nick Harris, Fort Worth Star Telegram. You practice against this defense every day. You understand it. What does it need at the end of the day to improve from what it was this season?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be completely honest. I mean, yeah, I practice against them. I wouldn't say every day, right? And you get into the season, you know, maybe once a week and maybe 3 or 4 plays here, and so it's tough. It's tough for me, and I say that it's tough for me to evaluate. I'm not going to sit up here and try to evaluate these guys when I don't truly know the ins and the outs, the calls that they're being asked to make, what they're being asked to do. I think that's a huge part of it. So, I mean, I heard Shotty's answer, right? That's for those guys. It's for the front office. It's for them to have those individual meetings, to ask those defensive players these type of questions, get those answers, evaluate, and make decisions.
I'll make it more broad. The team overall, then.
One more time, then.
The team overall, more broad, then.
And what gives me...
The team overall. What does the team need overall?
I mean...
Hold on. I think that's where it comes, but they need to get the fuck off here with these weak-ass ads. Hold on. I think this is the part where the niggas say the shit. Hold on. I might have to just play this bullshit.
Let's start with my payment.
There it goes. Shit. Okay.
It's still hard to answer that. I mean, you've got one of the best offenses in the league, and unfortunately, one of the defenses, but the not so good defenses in the league, or however you said that. My job is to play quarterback.
See what I mean?
And then that was him being political, believe it or not.
It was him being political.
Because he had to catch and stuff. He like a bad deep, well, not so good, however you said. That was him catching himself. Like, he knew that shit, man. Listen, that shit trash. When you feel like you're an innocent bystander, damn no. Like, Dak know he ain't without sin, but if we started to talk about the problems on this team, that nigga would be way down the list. Let's just say that.
Real shit. Like, the nigga that gave you 32 touchdowns and one of the best scoring offenses in the league is not high up on that motherfucker. He just ain't high up on the list. You know what I mean? And listen, he knows that, but I gotta make sure I remember what part of the shit came in this goddamn interview. Hold on. That was at the 7:15 mark.
Yeah.
One more time, then.
The team overall, more broad, then.
And what gives me...
The team overall. What does the team need overall?
I mean, it's still hard to answer that. I mean, you've got one of the best offenses in the league, and unfortunately, one of the defenses, but the not so good defenses in the league, or however you said that. My job is to play quarterback. Obviously, I've been in this thing 10 years, and I've got a lot of experience, and I know a lot and can help make decisions or help give input. But I'd be damned if I sit here and I'm going to evaluate the whole team on what we need to do, how we need to get better, particularly a couple hours after our last game. So.
And how important is the pass?
He made it, yeah, like, he probably still mad at them niggas, like, right the fuck now. He said, I ain't gonna sit here and evaluate that shit just a couple hours after the game. Yeah, that shit probably a little raw right now, nigga. Like, I don't think I have anything nice to say about you right now, what Dak Prescott is saying. Like, I ain't trying to blow the spot up right now, nigga, on this bitch.
In a political way, yes. Because like he said, and to be fair, you know, he probably don't want to say nothing too emotional, and then he ain't got a chance to really evaluate the film, but he pretty much told you in so many words, like, you know what I'm saying? They asking him the worst kind of setup questions they can to pull something out of him. You know what I'm saying? And he gave him a little bit this time. Like, Dak usually good with the deflection, but I think he like, bro, this the end of the season. This defensive coordinator as is out of here. So I think we got time. I think I can go ahead and tell him a little truth in here. You know what I'm saying? I can give him a little dose of truth this time.
That nigga said, listen, man, them niggas ain't shit. They may not ever be shit. And when they ask me about it behind closed doors, I'm going to tell them every nigga that need to be out this bitch. Every nigga that needs to be gone, I'm going to let them know. And every nigga I want to stay, I'm going to let them niggas know. Like, you saw his energy was completely different with Jadeveon Clowney. You're like, oh yeah, I love that
and
nigga.
We need him. We need him around.
Yeah. Like, yeah, hopefully it ain't one season, man. Like, hey, I love being his teammate.
Facts.
He gonna say the same thing about Quinnen. He'll probably say something similar about Kenny Clark, and then the list just gets a little quiet. Do you think he say nice things like that about DeBoer and Overshawn? He only see the nigga once a year.
He probably do. He already said Overshawn his favorite player, but like he got a part-time favorite player. That's what that sounds like.
Hell yeah, like that nigga show up every once in a while. That's the.
And to be quite frank, I didn't really see a big impact when he was on the field this year. But that's just me. Now he is coming off an injury, just to be fair, but when we talking about this guy, he probably gonna always be coming off an injury. So I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, this nigga get an unlimited amount of grace forever because he gonna always be coming off an injury. I just can't do that.
Facts. Yeah. Like, he consistently hurt. He's consistently hurt. I like him, though. But, like, there's only so much you can like a motherfucker. They gotta like themselves at some point. You gotta stay on the field, bro. Let's knock this last piece out. I don't know if he said anything else egregious that might.
Title to you, and will you keep an eye on Stafford and Jared Goff today?
Queso going crazy this morning.
What Queso say?
He said Overshawn is a booty call, not nothing permanent. he said Overshawn get that call at 2 a.m. He ain't talk to you all day. He ain't text nobody or nothing. And hit her up at 2 a.m. What's happening?
Man, that shit crazy as hell. That nigga, he said they be calling Overshawn at 3 o'clock when they drunk, and they pull up. Roll out of bed, come over. That shit crazy.
You know it ain't no long-term commitment here, baby. Shit.
He said he treat Overshawn like a vampire. You only see that nigga at night.
That far off now. I kind of have a feeling one of those guys are going to go make sure that they beat it this afternoon. It would have been cool, or it will be cool. Don't get me wrong. I said it to the O-line just the other day. I think it's, it'd be cool for me, but it's cool for the organization, one being the first Cowboy to do it, and it's cool for anybody and everybody that stepped on that field with me that will share that. And that's why I told the offensive line, when I get this, like, you guys blocked for the yards leader or whatever in the league. That's something that you carry just as much as I do. And so it's not something that's just me. Those receivers are a huge part in it. The running backs, whether they're making catches or making blocks, it'd be cool.
No, well, hold on.
Excuse me, Dallas.
Go ahead.
They trying to say he got it theoretically or something?
They asked him would he be keeping an eye on it. He said he pretty sure that Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff would pass him because they gonna know the yardage. He only played in a half, so it was gonna be very very hard for him to get it at that point. He said it would have been cool, but it is what it is.
I don't like the way they handled this last game.
Me either.
I don't like it. Like, I didn't like that at all, bro. Because I feel like you should have just made a choice. He either going to play or he not going to play. Like, what the hell the use of him playing a half of? What's the use?
The only thing
you
can
messed
say...
up the man's streaks. You messed up his chance to be a goddamn leading passer in the league. Why would you sacrifice all that? You could have just let the man sit. You could have just made him sit. Because I guarantee you made him sit for the half. So why you couldn't make him sit for the whole game?
Because Dak said he didn't know when he was going to come out the game. He had no idea when he was going to get pulled. So, like, shit. It's not like it was planned the time that they pulled him. You could have, at that point, you could have just kept the nigga in, to get his stats, at least put the motherfuckers away. But, that shit
that was mismanagement right there, bro.
I agree.
That's mismanagement. And I ain't no telling. Like I said, it is good in it, like he said. But at the same time, it's another alternative type situation that could brew up. This shit could, know what I'm saying, take our magic away against the Giants. You know what I'm saying? That's the other alternative. Because the Cowboys got some magic against them niggas, like Dak do. And I'd say him because he always have a good game and we always pull through. So, like, I don't know. This might have took the magic away, too. That's another way to look at it.
It's damn sure possible. Like I said, you got a young nigga that don't know, You got a young nigga that don't know he ain't supposed to beat Dak Prescott, so you know.
Jackson feel like he that nigga, bro. I can tell how he carry himself. He feel like he ain't scared of nobody. He feel like he can do whatever he want to do.
He do feel that
So,
way. He got juice.
You gonna have to beat the shit out of him to let him know. You gonna have to make him know it. See, I don't know if y'all, that might be a little too country for y'all. But we used to say that shit all the time. Make me know it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to make me know it, my nigga. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not just gonna, you know what I'm saying, go off your reputation that you this guy. Nah, but you gonna have to make me know it. And that's how Jackson feel. I think he feel the same way.
I agree with you though. All right, let's knock out the last piece of this because I got a lot of shit I want to cover before I go to
the last
work.
couple of weeks, one of the reasons you wanted to play was because of the injury last year and how things ended. I know it's a disappointing end of the season overall, but to play all 17 in year 10, how gratifying is that?
Very thankful. Yeah. Very thankful. Yeah, when you don't get to play this game, especially when just talking about how much love and joy and peace this game brings me, when it gets taken away, it's tough. And, when you put everything in it to come back and to play your best and you feel like you've done that, but you don't get what you want, it's a tough feeling. And just super, super, super thankful, though. Super, super thankful to be walking out of the season healthy and to have a solid year.
And then you mentioned Jadeveon playing the way that he did makes his price tag go up. With George playing the way he did this season, that price tag is obviously going to be high. You've mentioned a couple times that you're going to talk to Jerry about wanting to keep him around. How early do you try to get in his ear to say, this is worth every penny?
I don't know if it's necessarily time demanding at this point. He knows that. Jerry knows that. Jerry knows how I feel. He knows, I think, how the organization feels and anybody about George. So I think Jerry knows the importance of keeping a guy like that, talking about leading the league and passing or having a chance to do that or talking about how good this offense was this year. I mean, that guy was a huge part of that. So I think that speaks for itself.
Joe Hoyt, Dallas Morning News. You touched on it a little bit, but how much of a benefit is there to starting this offseason healthy compared to last season?
Yeah, it's a huge benefit, and that's part of one to start it early and one to start it the right way and be very intentional with just the way that I'm doing it, taking care of my body, the certain amount of reps that I take. Right, I'm a guy that tries to outwork everybody, but it's not always the best as you get older, so it's about working smarter. And so, we'll put together a great plan, but being healthy is a huge part in it, and I think I'll have the best offseason of my career by the way that I approach it and attack it.
Having consistency as a play caller with Brian Schottenheimer going into year 2, just how much do you anticipate your guys' relationship growing and your understanding of the offense and all that? Yeah, a lot. I mean, obviously I understand the offense, understand how he's trying to attack, but I expect the same jump any offense or team does from year 1 to year 2, and even with how good we were in year 1, right, when just anything with time on task and not just myself, but maybe the other 10 guys, right, understanding the offense, understanding the why and the purpose of things a little bit better. I think we'll show up next year and just in year 2 and just the way that we communicated and work with each other this offseason.
Yeah, Tim Kalishaw, Dallas Morning News. You're very good at being a team guy, but this is the first Cowboy team ever to give up 30 points a game. The kind of pressure that puts on the offense, how much do you have to get away from that next year to have success?
I mean, I put pressure on myself, honestly, to score 30 points a game, and I think this offense does, right, or 30-plus points a game. So, right, it's unfortunate we're giving up that much, and that did, make it a little harder, but yeah, we have to stop that, right? We've got to stop giving up 30 points a game, and that'll be, I know, the vocal and the main focus of this offseason. But at the end of the day, when you're an offense who can score 30 and 30-plus, that's what I'm going to focus on the ways that we can make sure that we're doing that and giving our team the best chance to score as many points as we can week in and week out. And there's going to be games, even when we make adjustments or whatever, and we're stopping teams, holding them to much less than that, half of that. There's still going to be a game where teams score 30, 40 points that we've got to go hold our own and play complimentary football. And so we've got to stop that.
Trying to talk Shotty into giving you one more to come out in the third.
How much more left after that?
30 seconds.
Oh, go ahead then.
At all?
No. I mean, just the way that it was delivered to me. Great season from Shimko comes up. Great season. You're done. Good job. At that point, it was one score game. All the confidence in our guys going down there and scoring, and all of our young guys, and just controlling the second half. So No, not necessarily.
Is that in the locker room or is that on the
Locker room. It was in the locker room.
Alrighty.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Picked a great name, but
All right, it's over with. We is back. That was Dak speaking about a bunch of different shit. You know, that was right after the damn, the game.
The finale.
Yeah, definitely the finale. But you know, like it was like the Game of Thrones finale. It wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't pretty at all. It was like the Red Wedding.
Oh man.
Wait a minute though. Game of Thrones so gangster, I don't even know if that was the season finale. I don't know.
It might have been just regular Tuesday.
That was episode 3, goddamn, fucking with Game of Thrones. Oh my god. That was no. Them niggas crazy.
But yeah, what were you? I know you had wanted to add something to that.
I kind of forgot, man. That's why I interrupt people because I'm forgetful. So sorry.
Nah, with the point you told me to pause, you would talk about the defense giving up 30 points.
Yeah, I mean, was it me or Dak sounded a little defeated in that aspect right now?
Like, yeah, them niggas give up. Yeah, they got to stop that shit. He started giving them an out. He said, yeah, they got to give up 30 points. They stop giving up 30 points, but ain't no but. They got to stop giving up 30 points.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I like how Dak. I think that was a good answer by Dak too. I think he handled that well. Because he was like, shit. And he made a great point that you can't argue. He was like, even if we are stopping teams for the most part, it's still going to be games where we got to still do this. So we need to be ready. He right. Even good defense is going to give up a 30-point game or so.
Every once in a while, yeah. They
going to give it up. So, you just don't want them to give it up every game consistently like we was. You know what I'm saying? But they don't, like, how many teams, look at Green Bay. They didn't give up 30 to a lot of people, did they? They gave up 40 to us.
Yep. You ran to that one nigga that was ready.
You see what I'm saying? So that right there should let you know a lot. Like, you still gonna have to duke it out at certain times. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what AJ Brown saying in Philadelphia. Like, we need to be ready when it comes.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree with that. I don't think he said anything too egregious though. Everybody and their mama know this defense is bad, and the only thing that Dak did was not fall on the sword for their ass. That's it.
Which he been doing since he been a rookie.
Mm-hmm. He always said the right things. Like, it's my fault, man. No, look at me first. And nigga said, nah, not today. Nah, you look at them niggas. Then you look at that old nigga over there standing in the booth, not making any defensive adjustments. And then, you go look at a random ass nigga on the offense. And then, you look at the water boy. And then you might have to look at me after that.
Once you look at me, you can just go and keep it moving because you ain't got to look long. You know I ain't did shit.
Mm-hmm. And this is why Floof's ass needs to be gone real quick, man. Because the Dallas Cowboys can easily create $112 million in cap space. If you restructure Dak, that's 30.9. You restructure CD, that's 19. You restructure Tyler Smith, that's 17.6. You extend Quentin, that's 15.5. You extend Kenny Clark, that's 15.3. And you cut Turnstile Terrence, you get $14 million. So, one cut, 3 built-in restructures. Because remember, you don't have to ask Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, or Tyler Smith permission to hit the levers in their contract to create that money. So, let's do just the math on the restructures right there. Let me just do the quick math on the restructures real quick. If you flip the restructure levers, that's 30.9, that's 19, that's 17.6, that's $67.5 million alone just by flipping the levers on the restructure mechanisms already built into their contract that you do not have to negotiate with. You don't have to ask Terrence Steele his permission to cut his ass too. So you add that $14 million in, that's $81.5 million they can create without asking people a goddamn thing. You don't ask Terrence Steele if he still want to be a Dallas Cowboy. You can just cut him. You ain't got to ask Dak about the restructure. You can just do it. You don't have to ask CeeDee Lamb or Tyler Smith about the restructure. You can just do it. So without asking no permission, the Dallas Cowboys can create $81.5 million. They would have to negotiate the Quinnen and Kenny Clark extensions, but them niggas ain't gonna say no to more long-term money. They already are under contract, and this would just be like a little pay raise to help with the books. But you need to get Eberflus ass out this bitch, so the new defensive coordinator can be the one going shopping with y'all. That's the thing.
We need to be firing and hiring. Like, what the fuck we waiting all these 10, 12 days for? We need this man on task. We need him on his job. Whoever the hell the replacement is, he got work to do.
Hell yeah, he got work to do. And this the thing, said decisions, and like you said, decisions on Matt Eberflus not expected until thorough review over the next 10 to 12 days is completed. The Cowboys said, once you go through the process, you know what you want to do. I don't think we'll rush any of these decisions. You should. Because this nigga
they
is the
just
worst.
Being respectful because that's their homeboy, bro.
This nigga is the worst defensive coordinator in Dallas Cowboys history. He coordinated one of the worst defenses in NFL history. You know, he gave up 511 points for the first time, you know, in Dallas Cowboy history. There's only a handful of teams that ever give up 500 points. Like of the top teams, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 8 teams to give up at least 500 points in a season. Only 8, my nigga. And you're one of the few teams to give up 510 or more. There's only 16 to give up 510 or more in a season. So he's in the record book for all the wrong reasons. He the opposite of a nigga, setting records. He's in the Hall of Shame, not the Hall of Fame. When it comes to all this shit, I don't understand what the conversation is. Let me ask you a question, landlord. This is a real question.
Go ahead.
Do you think anybody in the locker room is going to say something nice about Matt Eberflus to the front office? When they ask Dak Prescott what they think about Flus, based on his answer about the defense while he was up there, what do you think Dak Prescott would say when Matt Eberflus is brought up? Because you just seen his PG answer about the defense. When he
gotta go. The defense is historically bad. I mean, the players don't like him. The players don't believe in him.
He got rid of.
I ain't heard nobody say good shit about Matt Eberflus this whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Name one player that was like, "Oh yeah, Matt, shit, that's my dog." Like he this. I ain't heard not one player say no shit like that
at all. Nobody talk about how much they value his input, value his coaching, value his presence. Maybe Kenny Murray, maybe Jack
them
Sanborn.
niggas don't count. Them niggas don't people.
Maybe Reddy Stewart. The niggas he brought in, nobody else gives a fuck about Matt Eberflus. Matter of fact, Dak Prescott had good relationships with Trayvon Diggs and Michael Parsons, and he probably look at them niggas like, why they gone? I don't think that nigga care too much about Matt Eberflus. I ain't never heard this nigga mention Matt Eberflus before, matter of fact.
How we let somebody that's temporary come get rid of everybody on our team? Damn. That's crazy when you think about it. Something else, I had a nightmare scenario that I thought about. Okay, could you imagine what the 2025 Cowboys would be if our offense wasn't that good? Just imagine that. And we up here trying to find ways to get worse on offense.
Yeah, I can't do that. We not
Could you
going back.
imagine what this team would be if our offense was just middle of the pack? We probably wouldn't have won a game. We might would have been 0-17. Fucking with y'all. Hell no. We need this high-powered ass offense, especially until this defense get ready. If this defense ain't ready to hit the ground running and hold people to 20 or less points, we need us a high-powered offense, bro. If you can't promise me that we winning games scoring 25 points, 24 points, at least 28, god damn it. If you can't promise me that, my team needs to be high powered.
Exactly. I can't promise anything from this defense, man. We don't even know who the defensive coordinator is. Because, listen, we're going to fire Flus. It's going to be a new defensive system in the first year. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a new defensive system in the first year.
1 second, hand. Let me see. I need your help on this. Find me a middle of the pack offense, and then we're going to go to our point totals and see how many games we would have won.
The Eagles, right?
Middle of the pack.
Let's go look at the NFL scoring offenses. All right, so let me see. The 16th ranked offense is the Green Bay Packers.
How many points they scored a game?
23.
Oh my God.
Yeah, NFL team points per game. They scored 23 points per game. Dallas Cowboys actually ended up 7th because of how we ended this last game. We averaged 27.7 points per game. The Rams.
We know for a fact we would have lost damn near every game. If we only putting up roughly 24 points a game, we would have probably lost every game.
It's not even 23 point anything. It's 23 flat. There's no point anything. It's 23 even.
If so we would have scored 23 points a game, we would have lost every game.
We haven't won a game scoring 20 points or less all year. We haven't won a game scoring under 20 points, since 2018. Like, you know how the Eagles won a game like 10 to something, and then we seen the Seattle Seahawks win a game 16-3. That has not happened for the Dallas Cowboys going on 8 seasons, 8 years.
Bad, ridiculous.
So, I don't know what folks want me to tell. I don't know what y'all niggas think I should tell y'all. Like, that shit, you got to fix your defense. You got to fix your defense. Because we seen right now, you cannot outscore this bad defense. But at the same token, your defense is so bad, you may not be able to fix it in one off season. You're going to still need some weapons around to make the transition easier. I think
I was about to say. Go ahead.
I think you can go from giving up 30 to giving up 24. Like a touchdown without the extra point difference would be huge for this team. But that's not a defense you can just lay your hat on. You're still going to need your offense to go out there and score points and put them into manageable situations defensively.
Yeah, so
it's
I was about to
go
say
from 30 points per game to 26.
Let's do this exercise. In one off season, what's the best case scenario to fix your defense? In 2026, what is the best defense you can roll out there? What would you have to do to get there?
Okay, I got one.
Realistic stuff.
I got one. Because
we're looking for solutions now. Go ahead.
After you fire Eberflus, you go out and you sign Jim Leonhard to a contract. He's one of the hottest names in coaching right now, and he already has a relationship with Brian Schottenheimer, so they know each other. They were on the same team at one point. They got a good relationship.
Where you coach at now?
the Denver Broncos. He's their assistant coach and a defensive guy underneath Vance Joseph, former DC at Wisconsin. So you go get Jim Leonhard, realistically, because I ain't say Ryan Flores for a reason. Ryan Flores is going to be a head coach somewhere. All the nigga we like probably, go and get head coaching jobs. Right, so that's why I started with Jim, because of the relationship with Brian. So you go get Jim Leonhard, you allow him to fix the defense. You make a trade. You trade your 12th overall pick and a second round pick next year, along with Osa Odigizua. You trade them motherfuckers to the Las Vegas Raiders, for Max Crosby. So pick number 12. A second round pick next year, and Osa Odigizua for Max Crosby. Boom. So now you got Mad Max and you got Quentin Williams on your team with a young DeMarvion Overshown. You re-signed Jadeveon Clowney for depth, right? Because he just had 8.5 sacks. So you re-signed Jadeveon Clowney for depth. You go into free agency. You give money to Tariq Woolen, and you give a contract to Cam Curl. So now you got a new starting box safety. You got a new outside corner. You're going to hope and pray that Siobhan Revell, is a better corner after the knee brace, because he's going to come out the knee brace this year. And then you sign one of the linebackers like Quincy Williams, who's a former All-Pro, and he is Quentin Williams' big brother. He's a good linebacker, about 230 pounds or so, hard hitter. Can play the mic position, and then you pray that prayers and PEDs keep the DeMarvion Overshown on the field so that he can be your heat seeker. So with that, you did that in free agency. The first round pick that you get from the Green Bay Packers, you spend that on the best available defensive player that you have. Right? That's how you fix the defense. You get Max Crosby, you get Tariq Woolens, you get somebody like Cam Curl, you get somebody like Quincy Williams. Then you go into the draft with your last first round pick, and you get the best available defensive player that's there. That's one way to do
it. And do you think that defense can take you where you need to go with this offense that you got?
If you can't dial up a defense that gets stops with Max Crosby and Quentin Williams on that bitch, and Kenny Clark and and a healthy DeMarvion Overshown and a year 2 Eazy-E and a Tariq Woolen, you ain't shit, and you don't deserve to go nowhere, because it's not the Avengers. But they got to be some kind of superhero team.
I like your moves, though. I like the moves you made. I really ain't even got to make another scenario, because I'm in agreement. So I don't usually just agree all the way. But, I mean, the only complaint I have is maybe, let's do a worst-case scenario if we can't get Max. Then what's your plan?
Oh, it gets actually easier if you can't get Max Crosby. Because, odds are, if you can't get Max Crosby, there are some young pass rushers, or some decent pass rushers, not all of them necessarily young, but there are some pass rushers in free agency that you can kick the tires on. If Trey Hendrickson is healthy, I know that he lacks a little bit in run defense, but he just had back-to-back 17.5 sack seasons before he got injured this year, right? So he had 30-plus sacks in a 2-year time frame. So you go out and you give a 2-year deal to Trey Hendrickson, because he ain't got to be here for life. He ain't got to be a Cowboy for life. You just need Trey Hendrickson here while you're trying to compete with Dak Prescott, right? Or if you think that Odafe Owe, who is a young up-and-coming double sack guy that currently plays for the Chargers, if you think that he is worth the money and the commitment, you give him a deal, right? But it don't change much, because if that's the case, I go out, I get my pass rusher in free agency in either Trey Hendrickson. I might go get Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa is available. It might be a decent upgrade for the Dallas Cowboys. as a pass rusher. I still re-signed Jadeveon Clowney for depth. And then, I still signed Tariq Woolen. I still bring in
I
Cam
would bring
Curl.
in Von Miller too.
Just for the fuck of it at this point. You might as well.
I'm bringing Von in.
Yeah. I don't mind that. You bring in some niggas for depth. You get you Quincy Williams as your middle linebacker acquisition. You get Cam Curl as your box safety acquisition. And then you go into the draft and you get the two best players available. You got somebody at number 12 you really like, you pick them. You got somebody, you probably pick at 19 or 20 because I think that the Green Bay Packers are one and done, right? So that's still the path to me. You touch all your bases in both free agency and the draft because you can put a better product on the field, than what you did in 2025. You can get you somebody that's guaranteed to be a better pass rusher than anybody you had. I still think Trey Hendrickson is a better pure pass rusher at age 32, than any of the other niggas that they out here talking about. Because he won't be 32 next year until the 5th of December. So he'll start the season at 31, and he won't turn 32, until the season is damn near over. Right? He only had 3 sacks this year, but he missed a lot of time. He was hurt. He got to have a core surgery. So if he comes in healthy, I expect him to be a double-digit sack guy again, especially knowing the fact that we'll still have Quentin Williams, and since we're not trading for Max Crosby, we'll still have Osa, we'll still have Kenny Clark, we'll still have our top picks, and you just go and you address the needs that you can, with that shit. And then
I think, to be honest, I would love to have Max, but I think that's the way you'll get more bang for your buck and probably have a better team in the back end of it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Signing Trey Henderson without giving up shit. Just sign the man. Bring in Von Miller for depth. Like you said, sign the safety Curl. I like Woodland too from Seattle. I like him. But in the draft, I probably still draft me
another corner.
A corner, and I probably worry about Edge next year if I get Trey. Fuck it.
It really be dependent on who's there. David Bailey fall to you. You just gonna have to have the most gangster pass rushing room in America. Like a nigga like that fall to you. You really talk about BPA. You may not need it, but I always say you get in trouble when you try to draft for need. If that nigga is obviously the best player there, you take the nigga.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Is he a better prospect than Abdul Carter was last year?
That's hard to say.
Okay.
I think I don't know what everybody else say. I think I might personally like him a little bit more than Abdul Carter because he got the natural being. Like he got all the Randy Gregory traits that you understand why niggas put up with him being on drugs for years.
Yeah, I love what I saw from him. From the game, I'm just asking, like, what's the consensus idea about it right now? Because I'm measuring what his impact was.
See, he only had 4 sacks, but they also said that his work ethic was very Jadon Bluish when you talk about Abdul Carter. They had to fine him like 3-4 times this year. The Giants did.
Damn.
So he had a lot of growing up to do. I don't know what it is with David Bailey. I don't know if he has any of those bad psyche valves or if he's not a mature player and shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a California boy, so I don't really know, shit about the young man. I just know he get a whole bunch of sacks, and that nigga looks like he's a creative player when he's out there running around and hitting niggas. You know what I mean? That's all I know about him, that he played football really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he a hoe ass nigga. I don't think he a hoe ass nigga. Abdul Carter come from Penn State. They breed hoe ass niggas.
Facts.
He said Henderson played hard just like Crosby. He said 39 watching. Hit the like button for Henny. Hit the like button for Land too. Hit the like on both streams. Hit the Cash App on both streams. Hit the super chats. Hit the share. Hit the subs for the love for the club. Hold on. Regardless position. Yeah, get the best nigga. Like Go shopping in free agency because I already showed you can create about $112 million. $112 million. $112 million. You can make a bunch of fucking money. So I don't want to hear them niggas. They gonna get out this bitch talking about pie. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about no pie. Nigga, what the fuck I look like? I don't even eat pecan pie. Nigga, you eat pecan pie, nigga?
Hell nah. I almost said something crazy. Nah, I eat sweet potato pie, nigga. I'm from the South.
It's like I don't know. It's like I offended the shit out my nigga. My bad.
You did. What the hell?
Like, nigga, I don't eat no goddamn pecan pie, nigga.
Say it again.
I asked you ate pecan pie, nigga.
Pecan. See, you ain't country enough for me. It's pecan, nigga.
Nah,
pecan pie. Not pecan, nigga. This nigga pronouncing the shit professional and shit.
You pronounce too many syllables. Cause why the A so strong in that bitch, nigga?
Pecan is the goddamn proper way to say it, I believe. We say pecan, nigga.
I think it's pecan, and we both wrong, but we from different.
I don't know that, nigga. Shit, I'm from the South.
I'm from the South.
Where I'm from, nigga.
I think the motherfucker say it's pecan, but I say pecan. You know what I'm saying?
I say pecan.
There's an O in that bitch. There's an O in that hoe. It's pecan.
I think I say pecan. Pecan pie. Yeah, pecan. That's crazy.
Ooh. See, now you sound like you the northerner now, nigga. Throw some pecan.
Pecan pie.
Man.
Hold on. Yeah, pecans, I believe. Cause you know them hoes be all over the ground where we from.
Yeah, they be like, listen, like my wife just be going out collecting bags of them bitches. Cause there's a big ass tree, you know, where my grandson go to school at. So like them bitches that be all on the ground, that motherfucker come back with big ass bags of them bitches. I'm like, man, you so country. But give me.
I remember back in the day.
Give me some of the hoes.
I had made a post on Facebook one day. Like, what the fuck happened to all the fruit trees and shit we used to have when we grew up? It's like the government, man, them hoes die or something, bro. We used to have all kind of fruit coming out of the trees, man. Real talk. And you ain't have to tend to them or nothing.
They just out there, ho.
They just growing, flourishing. And then we used to know where to go. Like, once we get done playing, we like, hey, we finna go to 63rd Street and go get some of these, you know what I'm saying, these paths off the tree or these pieces off the tree. We know what street to go to get what fruit you want. Real talk.
Man, I am not sure.
Them hoes do not grow no more.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. They said we had Jewberries.
Jewberries? I don't know what that is. What color that is?
Shit, we had, I don't know, we had honeysuckle and we had like different shit growing, nigga. You know, we did have a bunch of.
We had honeysuckle down here.
Said my big mama used to have them fig trees. I remember fig trees too. I remember all that shit. So listen, the reason I brought this up, Raheem Morris got his ass fired. You know, that's the nigga.
Man, the Falcons clean the house. They just fired their CEO.
Yeah, they fired everybody.
That must be nice. Shit. Tell them to bring some of that shit to Dallas.
Oh, he said it's them purple and red berries, man.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I know about them.
He might have out-country landlord from Alabama.
It must be nice, though. The Falcons get to fire people. Internet people. The Falcons fire everybody. Now, look. This might be a good time. I know we need defense, but you mean to tell me Bijan Robinson is available?
That ain't what they
said. I'm going to holler at you, Devontae. I'm going to holler at you and the rest of, what that singing group is. You and the rest of Jodeci. I'm going to holler at you, my nigga. Yeah. Boy, I'll trade one of my ACLs. We can get Bijan over here.
Well, damn, nigga.
Real talk. Let me know. We can make it happen.
Now, see, the reason I bring them up is because of this shit. You know, Raheem Morris and Jeff Ulbrich. You know, like Raheem is fired and Jeff Ulbrich was the defensive coordinator. He might not be able to be retained either. So Raheem Morris was the defensive coordinator when the Rams won the Super Bowl, right? So he's Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator, and he didn't win a Super Bowl a million years ago. He won a Super Bowl at least a couple of years ago as a DC. 2021.
I might need him on my team.
Yeah, 2021 was not a long time ago.
Do he got any kind of history with Brian?
No.
I don't give a damn. Let the best man win, then.
Yeah. I'm also gonna say Jeff Ulbrich, who went to DC over there for the Falcons. He was also Quentin Williams DC in New York when they had them top defenses. Jeff Ulbrich was Raheem Moore's defensive coordinator. They don't know if he's gonna stay or not. So you got two niggas, that are qualified that are becoming available to you because of Black Monday. So that's why I don't want the Dallas Cowboys to wait. Like, there's niggas right now that can change your life. There's two from one goddamn team.
True. And then I was about to say maybe they ain't trying to be so high horny they is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they trying to wait. But I don't like that though. I don't think you gotta wait to fire this nigga though.
Hell no, you ain't gotta wait to fire this nigga.
You can wait to hire somebody, but you ain't gotta wait to fire somebody. Shit.
Last thing I'm gonna say. These are the Dallas Cowboys' official opponents next year. I got about 5 minutes. So this is the Dallas Cowboys' official opponents next year.
That away game against Houston and Seattle. Oh my God.
Shit, the Colts really, when you look at their defense,
that shit is crazy.
Go to Green Bay. Yeah, ain't shit
This
sweet.
shit gonna be, boy, that ain't finna be about it. I'm telling you right now, if they don't fit this team right, bro, that nigga gonna be, his ain't gonna be about it.
Home games against the Ravens and the Jaguars and the 49ers and the Cardinals.
What? If you go off of how this season went, that schedule is brutal. And then you got teams that went even good, like the Ravens, that you know gonna probably be good next year.
Yep, they possibly will be they should be a better team. They just missed the playoffs, so they should be a better team. But, we'll see how things line out next year, because there's a lot of off-season moves. There's no guarantee, though, that Lamar Jackson is a Baltimore Raven next year.
He a free agent?
Yeah, there's rumblings that they could be moving Lamar. Like, there's rumblings also that Kyler Murray could be gone. While we talking shit, Lamar could be a fucking Cardinal, some crazy shit. You never know, because niggas move around all the time, B. When you're not, you know what I mean? Like, shit.
I think that'll be the dumbest shit ever by Baltimore.
I like Lamar, but He
ain't the problem. That defense was the problem this year, and he was hurt, though.
Yep. They had the most expensive defense in the National Football League, and they were garbage. No, that's the worst. That actually might be worse than what we are. Like, we even invest in the defense. We supposed to be bad. Them niggas spent real money on their defense, and they were garbage. Booty juice, diarrhea, excrement.
That's why them niggas mad. That's why they mad.
Bitch.
They mad at Lamar Line because they like, nigga, all you had one job, stay healthy.
Yeah, but I do have to escape now. I hate that I got a real job, but it is what it is. Cause I had to take my black ass.
We ain't gonna say that because that pay the bills.
It do pay the bills.
Blessed to have a real job, nigga.
God is amazing. You ain't lied about that.
Yeah.
But
you gotta make the money. The money gotta be made.
That is true. That is very true. But yeah, man, I appreciate my brother Land for sliding in and rocking with me on the show. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me as well. On the way out, please hit the share if you care. Hit the like for the dykes. Hit the super chats. For the rats.
For the rats.
For the hood rats. For the hood rats and the alley cats, man. For the hood rats and the alley cats. Hey, man. Hit everything, Hit everything. Hit evil flutes in the jaw. Hit your baby mama raw. It's your boy Henny the Moore.
Oh man.
It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store.